In this lesson, we're going to look at how you take a shapefile and create it into a feature class file, a file that is stored in a Geodatabase. So we want to do this for multiple files within our script. We don't want to just do it for one file, but it's probably just as quick if you're doing it just for one file to do it manually. So we want to be able to do this for multiple files. We've opened a new notebook and we need to come in here and put some information in the notebook about where the file is located, or the files are located, and where we're going to save the results and what Geodatabase will the results be put into. So we're going to start by importing ArcPy like we've done before. And then we're going to do another import, and this one is the import of the operating system. Anytime we're going to save information, we need to be able to work in the operating system. We're going to set up an environment. So from ArcPy, we're going to import the environment, and then we're going to set up the environment saying arcpy.env.workspace like we've done before equals. We're going to put an R there, and we're going to put a quotation mark. And I have already copied this from File Explorer, and I'm just going to paste it using a Control V. So there is where my data is going to come from. I need to put a quotation mark to finish it. So we have established our environmental pathway. We're going to now say what files do we want to input. So what are those shape files that we want to put into our Geodatabase? So we're going to create a new variable. It's going to be a list variable. It's going to be called input equal. We're going to use square brackets since this is a list variable, and I'm going to use a single quotation mark. I could have used a double quotation mark, and I'm going to put here output 2a.shp, go outside my single quote, put another single quote here, output 2b.shp, go outside my single quote, put a comma, and put another single quote, output 3b, and those three files, and I left off my s.shp, that is needed. Those three files we want to store into a single Geodatabase. So we've given it an input set of parameters. We're going to give it an output set of parameters where we're going to store it. I'm going to put my R again. Opening my quotation mark. I'm going to paste what I already had, but then I'm going to modify it. So we're going to put it into a database called genealogy.gdb. It was a database that I already had existing. I need to close my quotation marks. So we've shown it where we're going to put it. The names of each of the files will still be output 2a, output 2b, output 3b. Those will still be the names. They won't have the SHP extensions on them any longer. So we've created a variable that's a list variable for input. The output is the location of the Geodatabase, and then we need to use a command. So it's going to be arcpy like we've done before, period. I'm going to press the tab key here. Give it a second. It's going to be, the command is going to be feature class to Geodatabase. Let's see if it's there. Feature class to Geodatabase conversion. There's the name of the command. And then we need to give it two parameters. Where are the shape files located? It's in my list file called input. And where are we going to put the output? And it's in my output file, and I've given a pathway to it. So those 7 lines of code should accomplish what we want to do. If we are satisfied with it and we have no typographical errors, we're going to press run. Takes a few moments to do. Okay, we can see our results. We did cut out of a little bit of time that it took to run so that you're not looking at dead airspace here. And we can see that we now have 3 new files in this genealogy database that already existed. It says it took 20 seconds to do, so it took a little bit of time to do, but it was still quicker than if I would have to do all 3 of these files manually. And we could have had a much bigger list than what we had here, and it would have taken slightly longer.